Hey, what's up, guys? It is DJ. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Case IH Puma 185-230 from Connect Mining and Case IH. These are part of a larger setup of mods that are all going to be releasing around the same time, including but not limited to the Magnum, a couple planters, and a map. But there's also some other goodies, so make sure you guys keep an eye out for those. But today we're talking about the Pumas. These models are separated by engine and by setup. So we have the short wheelbase here. This is the 185, and then the Puma LWB or long wheelbase, this is your 230. Specs are different, but customization options are near identical. So let's start with the short wheelbase 185. This is 182 horsepower, a power shift transmission, 395 liters of fuel, 24 miles per hour, and it weighs 8 tons. Wheel brands on here, you can see this is different from the Magnum that we had. So we start off with kind of some normal wheels, Trelleborg, Continental, Midas, Michelin, BKT for the stun and back in. And here we have a standard setup, wide tires, rear twins, and then the sugarcane spacing. So if you want these to match up your Magnum, you can do that. But if you don't want it to match, well, you could do that too. We have these setups for everything. And then this is what your rear twins look like. Very, very nice. A little bit skinnier than fat. I like that very much. Front weights, we have the 0 kilogram holder. We also have a 200, 400, and 600 weight version. So you've got those if you want them. Wheel weights, we have 0, 200, 400, and 600 there as well. Attitude, these are different wheel weights than we saw on the Magnum, so completely different model through there. They look very good. And if you want, you can, put these on any of your wheels because they go on the wheels. They're not part of the wheels. How cool is that? That's awesome. You know what? Let's leave it on the Michelin sugarcane setup. Window sets. We've got clear windows. We also have mid and dark. On the Magnum, we only had clear and dark, but here we have a medium bit if you want that. Curtain, no, and yes. Now, this is going to be, I believe, just on the front. We'll be finding that out. Attachments, we have a standard setup with your 3-point. We have a sugarcane hitch, which drops it back a little bit. And then we have the sugarcane without 3-point. So we've got that. Seat material, this is also a little bit different than the Magnum. We have fabric of gray and red, and then gray leather and red leather. Jumping over to the long wheelbase, and pretty much the same stuff here as well, but we have different specs. 234 horsepower, power shift transmission, 410 liters of fuel, 24 mile per hour max speed, and it weighs 8.6 tons. So a little bit heavier, but not too crazy. Wheel options from Trelleborg, Continental, Midas, Michelin, BKT for the stun and back in. So you can see we've got a full setup and basically all the same through there. Wheel weights, same thing there. Windows, we've got mid and dark. Curtain, yes and no. Attachment, sugarcane without 3-point. Seat materials, and our plate. If you're curious, here's how the two compare. Height is almost the same. The side profile is, of course, a little bit longer on the long wheelbase. However, when we get around towards the back, everything is identical on the back. So, yeah, you're really just going for engine and maybe a little bit of a longer wheelbase, depending on what you want to do. And good thing is, too, you could do one of each, and you're good. You got all the models. As for animations, this has more animations than the Magnum did, believe that or not. Let's turn on a help window and see what we've got. Whenever we go on the left bumper, we can open our side door and open up the rear glass. So we have both of those animations returning. Then, if we go on the right bumper, we can actually move ourselves forwards and backwards. This is visual on the inside as well on the outside, so that's pretty darn cool. Then, if we press both bumpers, we get a left bumper, or left trigger, so we could turn left to right. So if you want to make it a little bit easier to turn around and see your implement, you could do that. We've got that, which is very cool. And you may see that the steering wheel is also at a really weird angle. We could bring that down if you want. That might be when it's a little bit too low. We'll put it about right there. That looks comfortable for me. And lastly, if you want to raise and lower the shade, you can do that. Doesn't impede your vision much. On the outside, quite a bit. Inside, not that much at all. That's coming back from the Magnum as well. Sounds time, so I will shut up so you could hear it. And if you're curious, I'm pretty sure both of the engines have the same sound. And yes, they both have the same animations as well. Checking out the suspension, of course, the rear is stationary, but the front has got quite a bit of flex to it, man. Look at that. That's pretty good flex. Almost all four wheels on the ground at all times. Not the whole time. Just yeah. But it holds it. It holds it very well. I'm loving that. Really nice. And we got some lights for you guys as well. There are no running lights. However, on the inside, we do have this panel that lights up. So you've got that. Then we have our front set of lights, the back set of lights, the front brights, and then we get a second one, which I'm not quite sure what the last one's doing. Oh, it's turning on a second set in the middle, but you can't see it. Watch in the very front of the tractor. 1, 2, 3, bam. It's turning on an extra set of lights, or maybe going a little bit bright, but we don't see it visually around the front. Nonetheless, if you're trying to get some work done at night, I think you'll be able to get this done just fine. And that is it for this one. Big shout out to Connect for sending these over to take a look at early. These are super cool. It's going to be really fun to be able to use all of these case mods together, finally, once they're all in the game for all platforms. Otherwise, just hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, drop a like, get subscribed if you do enjoy the GoHam fam. Make sure that notification bell on as well. That way you never miss videos like this one. Just have a great day. Go do something fun. Play some farm sim. We'll see you later.